welcome to the theden.podcast. This is the theden.podcast. You can find us on Instagram at
the theden.podcast, which is THEDEN dot as in period PODCAST.
Nice, there you go. Yes, so that is us. If you're watching this video and you have not yet seen our music video, pause the video, like literally pause the video, click on the little dot, then logo on the bottom left, click on that, and you're going to see our main page, our music video. You click on that, look at it, and then come back to this video because you need to gain some context as to who we are, what we are capable of.
Exactly what we're capable of.
I'm just going to leave now if that's okay.
But yeah, the music video is our highest rated video as of right now, which is,
True.
I mean, not surprising.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
Honestly, it's very
we-
different. Like,
We killed it. Like
100%. That shit was so
Lewis
dope.
killed it.
Yeah, Lewis definitely did. That was awesome. So yeah, I think we kind of might have to switch our direction a little bit. Make a couple more music videos. The podcasts have not been doing as successful as the music video,
No,
and the music video was a lot more fun.
it was, yeah.
Like
it
that was
it
like
a
a
lot
fuck ton of fun just to like create the song. It was funny. It was all Alex's idea. So big props to him. He's the man that fucking
We haven't
made us do
revealed
it.
our identities. Oh no.
Oh yeah, who's Alex?
That guy, the Smurf, and and so he came up with that idea like a month ago, right? Something like that.
About that, yeah.
And so he made his verse, and none of us were all of us were like, whatever, we'll make it eventually. And then last week he's like, okay guys, have it done by Friday. So we're all like, okay, I get, if you have a deadline, like that's when you gotta do shit. I
Yeah.
guess. So it worked out. We
Yeah.
made it. We killed it.
On Friday, everybody had their verse done. We recorded the audio for it, and then we recorded our verses. And then on that Sunday, we recorded the music video, and then that Monday it went up.
Easy. I didn't even work on my verse until the day before. Literally, I was finishing up my verse while Gabe was recording his.
Oh my gosh.
Just because I was like, fuck it, I guess I gotta make the finishing touches.
It was pretty funny.
But yeah, it was.
It was a blast to do. Yeah. It was,
Thank you to Chick-fil-A for sponsoring this video and that music video. Without you guys, we would not have been nutritioned enough in order to dance and sing.
We
the way
wouldn't
that
have
we
had enough
need to.
Jesus in our life to come up with those verses. So
That's big facts, and y'all need Jesus.
Yeah.
Except on Sundays.
You get
They
the
don't
monetized for
on
that?
no, I don't think so. I
What?
mean, we don't make any money anyway. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not like it matters. But speaking of Chick-fil-A sandwiches, Popeyes actually came out with a chicken sandwich, which is pretty interesting. So now we have to redo the whole food bracket now, the fast food bracket, because now Popeyes has a chicken
I'm
sandwich.
pretty sure Chick-fil-A will still win.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A will easily still win.
Probs. No, but low key, I was actually watching a video of the differences between the two, and the Popeyes one has way more chicken.
Yeah, but
It's fat.
Popeyes doesn't have Chick-fil-A sauce or milkshakes, so Chick-fil-A wins.
That's true.
Nor did they
Wait,
have
they
their
don't
fries well
have
done.
any milkshakes.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big facts. We've told you that before. We're not going to say it again. But if you need good fries from Chick-fil-A,
They said you weren't gonna say it again.
I know, but that's ironic.
Here, I'll say it. If you get fries from Chick-fil-A, always get them well done.
Not always. I want to mix it up every once in a while.
No, I always get them all.
If you want to appreciate the well done fries, you need to have the regular fries every once in a while. You know
I'm
what I'm
actually
saying?
probably gonna get some Chick-fil-A after this. So I'm kind of hungry.
It's like the yin and yang.
Maybe
of
I'll go
life.
to Chipotle.
You know what I'm saying?
One of the two.
The best way to get to Chick-fil-A is using your Tesla that's autopilot. That way you can watch YouTube videos while you're on your way there of whether Popeyes or Chick-fil-A is better. And then okay, am I actually making the right decision by going to Chick-fil-A?
Just make sure it's not on a Sunday though.
Yeah, that's true. It's happened to us way too often. We're just we want Chick-fil-A, but it's Sunday.
You never want Chick-fil-A more than on a Sunday.
Yeah, because you want what you can't have. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of the way.
You
of
want
life.
And it's always horrible when you think about going to Chick-fil-A and you don't realize it's Sunday until you're halfway there.
Oh, that's even worse. Or
Yeah.
you get there and you're just like, hey guys, sorry, but it's religious Sunday.
There's nobody there.
Yeah.
Why would they be saying
There'll be
that?
nobody there to tell you that.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is kind of like the
Reading a
story I give
closed
up.
door.
Man. I guess, yeah. I just see, closed on Sundays. Fuck. It's
Yeah.
fucking Sunday.
Well,
What fuck?
one day when this channel blows up enough, then we'll have Teslas to ride Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Or we can just buy Chick-fil-A and then have them open on Sundays.
Yes, I was going to say we have
Exactly.
enough influence to tell Chick-fil-A, yo,
No, we'll give.
Sundays are the move.
We'll make them do delivery, and then they'll deliver on their Teslas to our houses
On Sundays as well.
on Sundays as well.
It's only on Sundays. Only
It's
only on
deliveries
Sundays.
It's perfect.
I mean, that is the future of delivery, just like all these autonomous driving cars and drones. I'm excited for the drones. The day that I get a package delivered to my house from a fucking drone
In your balcony.
Yeah,
It just flies into your balcony, just knocks on
that
the
actually be
door.
funny as fuck.
Just
Like,
leaves it there and drives and flies off. Yeah,
You'll be sleeping outside in the balcony, and then the drone wakes you up.
yeah, that's another service. It's like waking up drones. That's kind of dumb though. I imagine you have to like keep a window open or actually sleep outside like I do every once in a while.
Or you can just use your alarm clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like every other person.
It didn't work for me this morning though. I had to solve math problems, but I still fucking went to sleep. So now I have to like make them harder.
What?
Yeah, because like my alarm clock, the way for me to turn off my alarm is I have to solve 5 math problems, and they're just like super simple, like 2-digit addition. So it's like 21 plus 33 or whatever the fuck. You know, it's like 5 times. But I've been doing it for months now, so I've gotten too good at it, and now I need to up the ante to make it 3-digit addition, and that'll just be a huge bitch to like fucking work with. But I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, it's a whole thing, but it works if you don't like, because it like wakes you up. It wakes you up and you're like, okay, I gotta like solve these problems. Unless you're like half asleep and you're able to like solve everything in a second, which is what's happening to me lately. So now I need to fucking up the ante to make sure I can actually fucking wake up.
Or you can just wake up like a regular person.
Yeah, but I'm not a fucking regular person. Waking up is not easy for me, therefore.
I mean, I have 2 alarms. I mean, that they're 10 minutes apart.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I remember Alex would get fucking pissed at me because I would like, I would literally wake up. I would wake up, snooze my alarm for 10 minutes, and go back to sleep. And sometimes I would repeat that like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, constantly.
And it was loud as fuck too. And he, we slept in the same room, so he's like, "Fuck you!" Like he only needed 1 alarm. I remember he had that app that was like you put your phone on your bed and it like knows when to wake you up because of like the movement. Did you ever feel like that worked?
No, but I'm not a good I'm not a good tester for that because it's impossible for me to wake up and not feel tired. So like I don't know. Like I did that and I still felt tired. I can get 10 hours of sleep, I'll still feel tired. I can get 6, I still feel tired. Like,
yeah, it really depends on when you wake up. Like depending on your REM cycle. Yeah. Like if you're in the middle,
that's like what it used. Like
yeah, exactly. But like it's like how easy is that to tell based off just like your movements? You know what I'm saying? Like I guess you're supposed to be like moving more when you're not in a REM cycle, because when you're in a REM state, like you're supposed to be like completely asleep and like not doing anything. I don't know the fucking mechanics.
What if you can never?
Well, no, REM is rapid eye movement. It's when you're in your dream state.
Right.
It's like you're like that's when you're probably moving the most.
No, you're not. It's like your body doesn't move like at all.
Wow.
That's why like when you try to like do lucid dreaming, which I've tried to do before, and I just with the couple times I did it, like I have to do it when I have like a long period of time off from work, because you just wake up so fucking tired.
Yeah. Because
like you're essentially waking yourself up right before you go to REM sleep, which is when you get your deepest sleep. You're waking yourself up right before that, so you're not really getting any good quality sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what you would do? Like you would set an alarm or something, or how would you like?
Yeah, you would set an alarm because like normally like you go to REM sleep like around 2 hours of you actually being asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So you just put an alarm for like 2 hours, and you wake up and there's different they're not activities, like different things that you have to do to like stimulate your brain to put you into a lucid state.
Really?
Yeah.
And that you did that and it worked? No,
I wasn't able to get it.
Oh, okay.
I got as far as sleep paralysis, which is pretty much you're awake and you can't move.
Oh shit!
And I got the fuck out of there. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
That's scary.
Yeah. Plus like I wasn't able to like I wasn't getting like good sleep. I was like, I'll do it eventually, but not at the moment.
Right. You're trying like consistently every night, trying to get.
I was right
in this period. That's crazy. I've heard this like pretty fucking cool shit. Like I've never lucid dreamed before.
I'd be super down though.
I really want to fucking lucid dream. I feel like that's so awesome.
Yeah, but
most people used to do it like naturally.
Yeah, a lot of people do, which is kind of not a lot. I mean, I don't know what's what the law that's like. Subjective.
I mean, like the people who do it usually it happens like naturally.
Yeah, I've heard. I mean,
most of the time, what happens is that people like they train their bodies to be able to do it, and then once you're trained enough, like it will just happen. Like you don't have to do anything. You go to sleep and you lucid dream. Like it's just how it works.
That's kind of beautiful. Like I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Also, like you just have to figure out that you're dreaming in your dream, and that turns it into a lucid dream.
Yeah, but my issue is that the reason I originally wanted to start doing this was because I don't dream.
Wait, what?
I don't dream. Like I can't remember the last time I had a dream.
For real?
Yeah. No, I can feel that.
Oh, right? Really? I dream pretty often, like almost every night.
Yeah,
and I remember.
Everybody basically dreams almost every night. It's just some people like have no memory of it whatsoever. Some people have like they wake up, remember it, and then forget it. Other people can remember it.
Yeah, that actually is facts. Like we do dream every night. Like that's just facts.
That's
whether or not you remember.
You just dream when you go to REM sleep.
Exactly. So like it's like a whole thing. So you have to there's like a ton of research out there of like how to actually do it. Like if anybody's interested, like you can find it. But it's so you set up an alarm like 2 hours, like 2.5 hours, like from the time you go to sleep, and you wake up, and then you have to start going back to sleep, and there's like some like you have to like be picturing like something that you can easily picture, like a basketball or like a beach.
And as long as it's an image. Like,
yeah, exactly. You have to picture it, and you have to just keep like thinking about it until you like can physically see it like in your mind. And that's like when you physically can see it in your mind, that's like lets you know like, okay, I'm asleep and I'm dreaming. I can now control this. And then you just do whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And like I think there's I don't remember if it was Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, but one of those two, they specifically like put themselves in a lucid state so that they could like come up with their next like ideas, because like dreams are like, dreams are like they're not controlled by anything. Like they don't have any physical boundaries as far as your imagination takes it. Like you can do whatever you want.
Right.
So that helps them like come up with new, like it helped them come up with new products and shit like that, or like new ideas.
That's pretty true. I mean, it's happened to me before where like maybe, for example, like I'm working on some code and like I can't figure out a solution to whatever problem I'm encountering. So like I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up next morning knowing exactly what the fuck to do. And it's not because I like lucid dreamed or anything. I just like, I don't know, during that state of dream I was able to like think about it.
I mean, it's just when you fall asleep, your brain like basically just like downloads all the information you took that day and fully processes it. So when you wake up, you have like a little bit deeper understanding.
What I don't understand is why when I'm high, I can't remember my dreams, like ever. But then when I stop smoking, like let's say I'm smoking for like a week and then I stop smoking, I will literally have the craziest, wildest dreams for like a few days and then it goes back to like normal.
It's the whole thing with the THC and how it affects with your brain.
I suppose. I literally, yeah.
Like there's actual like, obviously there's not a lot of research, but there's some studies with it and how it affects it and stuff like that.
But it's kind of cool being able to talk, like, cause like if you think about it, in a lucid dream, you can literally do anything. Like you probably feel like Superman. It's like playing a video game at that point. It's like VR, but like, but I don't know what the fuck. How would I even explain that? It's not because it's not virtual. It's not reality. It's not even anything. It's just a dream reality.
It's like being in a cartoon.
I suppose.
So like anything can happen and anything pops
up. Basically, that makes a lot of sense.
You can make your dream into a cartoon.
Or play Cuphead in your dream. And then just get fucking pissed and wake the fuck up. That's okay, there you go. That's my new method for waking up. Just dream about Cuphead and just wake the fuck up immediately. Because I'll just rage quit in a second. For those of you that don't know this game, look it up. I'm not going to tell you about it.
It's a very popular game.
It's a fucking amazing game.
So I'll tell you about it. It's a fun game where you shoot things. That's about it.
Yeah, it's 2D, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
And it's like a, what do you call that?
It's on Xbox One and the Switch.
It's not on PlayStation?
No.
No? No.
I don't believe so.
It might be, it might not be.
I don't know. Wait, aren't we missing the Switch, the Nintendo Direct right now?
No, that's tomorrow.
Oh, I thought it was today.
No, tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Yeah, because it's
Eastern time.
3 p.m. PST. I'm pretty excited for that. Speaking of Smash, we were playing Smash right before we started recording, as we always do. And we're probably going to play Smash after we finish recording.
Because Smash is a good game. It's a fun game.
It's my favorite game of all time.
It was fun until Lewis started playing Hero.
Yeah, literally. No, until Lewis started playing.
I played him once, you bitched, and then I left. I left Hero and never bitched again. That's hilarious.
So it works.
Yeah, GG. Just complain about what you don't want, and then you won't have it.
I'll play Hero again. And we'll see how.
So we all team up on Lewis then.
Basically, I mean, I feel like we do that every game subconsciously.
You always do it every game. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
I feel like I do it every game at least.
True. I tried every once in a while. I'll be like, okay, fuck you, do it.
I feel like
sometimes when I die, you guys are yes, yes, oh yes,
Pretty much. Why did it sound like you were having an orgasm?
Because that's what it sounds like. That's what it feels like for us. Like when Lewis dies, that's it. Okay. When it gets
I really don't care though. I really don't care if you guys start me. I really don't. Like it's okay with me.
I mean, even if
it's
you tear
4
it, whatever.
players. Yeah, you guys can do it. It's 4 players. Like how the fuck am I supposed to manage against 4 players? I don't care. I'm gonna lose anyhow.
Yeah, you can tell like when we actually do target him though because he's always the first one out. Like exactly. If he's not, like he wins.
Yeah.
Like, well, actually, that time on the stage in Gamer. The one where like there was like all dark and such, where I had the books and such. I was just being a fool. I got fucking spiked, and then I rolled into his upbeat, and then I fucking died to Bowser because I dropped my shield. So now I was just being a fool there.
Yeah, I definitely finessed your ass.
No one targeted me. I was just killing myself.
Well, I always target you.
No, I know. I don't mind. You can do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can we talk about?
It sometimes annoys me too because I'm targeting him and then I'll just get like randomly attacked out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. I mean, that just happens. In 4-player
Yeah.
Smash, you literally can't escape it. But can we talk about how amazing and of an innovation the Nintendo Switch is? Like that's actually kind of bomb. Like if you think about it, they had the fucking we can start with the N64 or whatever. They went to the GameCube, like whatever, cool beans.
Okay.
And then they moved to the
Start
Wii,
with the Atari.
and that was cool. Cool, yeah.
The Wii was revolutionary.
The Wii was
Yeah.
awesome.
The Wii U came out, fucking sucked.
Yeah, no one was a huge fan.
It was
We still had
nothing
but
special.
Like, yeah,
It
exactly.
was-
It just had like the tablet. and
It
all
was
that.
good concepts, not well executed.
Yeah.
Right. But like the Wii U was a good precursor to the Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell they got
You know what I'm
got the Wii U and like how can we make this better, and they came out with the Switch, and the Switch like
No, the Switch
out of this world.
killed it.
100%.
Didn't it beat like the GameCube for like most sales? I don't know. I thought I
Yeah,
read somewhere.
it's on its way to be like of the top highest grossing sale unit of like Nintendo, like highest console.
Which I don't doubt.
But
Yeah.
Wii is still pretty high though, and
Yeah.
the Nintendo 3DS is still pretty high as well.
True, the 3DS is pretty cool.
Like if you combine the 2DS, 3DS XL to the XL ultra high definition 180p 60 frames per second with Dante included in Devil May Cry series as a theme. It just depends. It just depends.
Wait,
you know?
Oh wait, what did you guys think of the 3DS?
Oh, it's great. I love it.
I think I had one too, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
We both
like-
played it a whole bunch. Remember, we
Yeah,
played
yeah.
Pokemon. We played Mario Kart
Mario Kart
on the
was fun.
DS. That was so
Yeah,
much.
I like the 3D. The 3D thing was like cool, but it was slightly a gimmick.
Yeah.
Because you weren't always using it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, like even when you were using it, like it's cool, like it is cool technology, but it's not like it's a gimmick. Like it's nothing crazy. Like it's just a view. Like I don't know. Like
it's the
not.
W. It does help at times. Like for example, Mario Kart. When you're driving, you have like the map on the bottom, so it's like perfect. I can just see where everyone is while I'm driving up here.
Well, yeah, but
Well, that
that's
would've
the
been like with the
2D screen
regular
concept.
like 3D,
Right, that's
with the
that's on
regular
2D screen
DS.
concept.
Yeah, but it also gave you the advantage to see what people's items they had. You saw people's
I remember
items
that.
down
Yeah, I
there.
remember that. I remember
So you
that.
can
That
see if
was
someone had a
pretty
blue shell, I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna slow down. That first second, let's go first. It's like, yeah, I don't know why he slowed down, but I'm gonna go first. And it gets hit by a blue shell. And it's like,
You can see it coming at least. I have high respect for Nintendo because of how like innovative they've been compared to like Sony and Microsoft. You know, because like they just have the consoles. Did Xbox even come out with like a portable thing?
Not
Ever?
I mean, most of their laptops you can connect and play
Okay.
Xbox games.
Cool.
But like,
But like that's not the same. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They never came out with like a PS Vita or a PSP or something like that.
think
No.
so.
Or a
No,
DS.
I never did.
You know what I'm saying? Which all like Sony kind of like was in that realm a little bit, but like they kind of like stayed the same. You know, you think about it, like all these consoles, like from the Xbox original to the Xbox One now, like
Xbox One S.
like all they are is a console with like controls that you play. Like Nintendo's switching the fuck up out of it. You know, like you could portabilize it, you could put it on your TV screen, and it's like amazing because you have like these super versatile controls where you can like put them in this little configuration, or you can fucking just play like this. You know,
Yeah,
so you have a ton of players.
This was sold me, like the fact itself, like if they would have like I still would have bought it if it was let's say like it was just a console, like it wasn't portable, but the controls were still set up the same, I still would have bought it. Because that's like for me, that's what like blew it over the top. Like that was
Yeah.
fucking like genius.
It's insane.
The fact that you can like it comes with like one and you can use it as two, like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I love that concept. And
Honestly,
they actually came out with I don't know if it's out yet, but they announced it already. There's a portable Switch. Like it's a
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
the-
Switch,
the
but
new
it's only
Switch, yeah.
portable. Like you can't dock it.
it's basically
Can you explain
a
this?
DS. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
A
explain
big
that.
a big
And it's
DS.
$200.
It's supposed to
expensive
be like for those like without TVs. That doesn't make sense if you're buying a Switch.
yeah.
But also well, it's like just for people who really don't play that much. They just have it on the go, like for traveling as well. Because it's supposed to have more battery life,
Okay.
but it has less performance than the actual Switch itself. Because like it's mainly for the battery life and like it's about like efficiency. I'd say
Yeah.
Travel,
just being
yeah.
efficient.
If like I was in the market for like a new console, like right now, like I wouldn't buy that one. Like,
No,
No,
sure.
no,
Like,
you already
it's-
have a Switch. Like,
no. Like that's like I'm saying like if I didn't have a Switch
Oh, okay.
and I just
You would
wanted
buy
a new
an actual
console, I would
Switch.
buy like an actual Switch instead
Of
of
course,
a portable
yeah.
one because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
make sense. Like,
Yeah. You don't want to play this
Like,
on
I-
your own all the
The
time.
only
No, like,
difference is
not even that, like,
$100 cheaper.
You could it's $100 cheaper, but the Switch you can make it portable on put it into like, and the other one's just portable. Like,
Exactly,
it doesn't make any sense why
yeah.
anybody would buy it. That's why when they announced it, I was like, I don't feel like it's like, I don't think it was a smart move on them. But I mean, if people buy it, whatever.
Yeah, if people buy it, like whatever, they're that good on them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in that
I
market
wouldn't
like at
spend my
all.
money on it.
Because I mean, you know, we all I don't have a Switch. Lewis has a Switch. Well, I have a Switch technically, but like I don't know. I wouldn't get it just because like whatever. I don't really game on the go anyway. For that, we have our phones. Honestly, like I guess like there's like to an extent that you could go with your
Yeah, I
phone.
mean,
Obviously,
I
it's not the same.
I
You
never
can't play
play
Breath of
games
the
on my
Wild.
phone.
Me
or,
neither.
like,
Yeah, I play like Sudoku on my poop, and that's it. Like
Sudoku on my poop. Okay,
Thanks.
nice.
Thank you for that.
I mean, it's true. I like when I'm pooping, I play Sudoku. It's not bad. You know, like test your mind a little bit, see what happens.
Although if you do
Well,
have a 3DS that you never use, I recommend
Oh
homebrewing
yes,
it
yes.
so that you can play whatever game you want.
Fuck
because
yes.
I homebrewed my 3DS and now I can play Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon Soul Silver, or like Mario Kart, or like Yoshi's Island, or
WarioWare.
WarioWare
That
as
was a
well.
fun one. Or
Yeah.
Kirby's Canvas Curse. That's also an amazing one.
All for free.
Yeah, which is crazy. Crazy to think about.
I saw a meme the other day that I was cracking up with. It was like, I wish the next Pokemon game was more like Zelda, and then like it was like they're like somebody's like imagining like like insane like open world like like Zelda but with Pokemon.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. So expecting that, like they're imagining that, and then whatever it really was just like like you're riding your bike,
yeah, I
and,
saw
like
that
your
one.
bike broke.
Yeah, that's about it. Because everything breaks in that game.
Oh,
You
true,
use the
yeah,
shield,
yeah.
it breaks.
Yeah,
Everything
everything breaks
sort of
in that game.
But you know, it's all the beauty of it though.
Yeah.
It's still a great game.
That was my
Oh.
least favorite thing about the game.
Oh,
Was
so your
Zelda?
stuff
The
broke.
fact that everything breaks, yeah.
Yeah.
You just constantly have to be getting new weapons and like.
It's
shit.
just realistic, which I like. I'm into that. Like that's not. I know I obviously don't play it much, but I think it's kind of cool that they like introduced like a more life, like more real life kind of like effect to it. You know?
Yeah.
Which I think it's kind of cool. Like it's
Oh,
If it's a
say,
game like Zelda, you don't bring realism into it.
you don't think so? I mean, I guess like it is really fake, but at the same time, like they're trying to immerse you as much as possible into the whole experience.
I mean,
I don't mind you
it's
bringing
either
weapons.
you have one weapon for the entire game that never breaks, or you have multiple weapons that break.
It was such a complex game because they added so much shit into it. You had to, like mix different potions and like drink them. You know, like different ways that you can cook food and eat them, and they had different effects. Like it was just so much shit into the game,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why some people loved it.
But I mean, like,
And I loved it too, but like every now and then I'll be playing. I was like, yeah, I'll put it down for a bit.
It's like you have to
well,
commit.
you also
Yeah.
have at the same time. There's so many options because you can go so many different ways. Like, I never really did anything with potions or anything like that because all the effects you can do with foods basically.
Well, but yeah,
So, like-
even with foods though, like you have to like cook it with like certain things. Like it's the
True.
same thing. But the
Yeah, I know,
potions
but
are,
I mean, like, I just focused on food, and I basically just learned how to do all the heat resistance, cold resistance, all
Yeah.
that stuff through food. Like, I didn't really learn how to do any of the potion stuff.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I want to get the DLC and play it again.
Oh, I
That's
think Lewis
very
has
fun.
it.
But I recommend when you do get it, just play Master Mode. It's the best experience.
I have the DLC if you just want to play it on mine.
That's
Yeah.
facts.
Because I bought it used and it came with the DLC next week.
Both
true.
DLCs or
Easy.
just one of them?
I don't
It's
know.
there's one that's it gives you the master bike or whatever, and something else. No master bike.
Oh well, that's if you complete the DLC though. Like.
Yeah, I know,
once you
but
finish
like
it.
that's one of the DLC. The other DLC is like adding more backstory, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no clue which one I have.
Lewis, how many playtime hours do you have on Breath of the Wild?
It's like 200 something.
Literally what I thought. Literally what I thought.
The Smash Brothers already has like around 400, I think.
But I mean,
Yeah, but that's understandable.
This
How
is
the
different.
fuck do you have like? It
I
blows
sort
my
of-
mind
I
that you
sort of
have
want to
200 hours on Breath of the Wild.
that's fucking commitment.
Well, I mean, it's because last year, like I had nothing else besides just Legend of Zelda and Mario Kart.
True.
So I completed Mario Kart, like the whole Grand Prix
Yeah.
thing,
Easy.
and then I went straight to Legend of Zelda. I played on a normal mode, and I got around places, but I was like, fuck, this is too boring. I
Yeah,
hate
but like-
normal mode,
like
so I
some-
switched to Master mode, and then I took
I guess.
forever.
He literally did. He literally
I took
did.
forever, and I have the proof to show you that I took forever too.
Yeah, that's true.
But like,
It's kinda
like
crazy.
to put it in comparison, like my favorite game is like Rainbow Six Siege,
Mhm.
and I've been playing that game since it came out. Like I pre-ordered it. It's been out for 4 years, and I have on Xbox I have 100 hours. On PC I have 200 hours, so I have 300 hours in total.
Wow,
And this game, like it's like
That's
Maybe,
crazy,
a
actually.
year and a half old, 2
Yeah,
years old,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
has 200 hours on it. Like, it blows my
That's
mind.
actually kind of nuts.
And
I still
Rainbow
wanna
Six Siege is an online game, so you like there's always something to do.
Right,
Like,
there's always,
competitive.
yeah.
Like it's a single player. Like I wouldn't be able to put that much
I don't know.
time.
I was just able to do it. I was just like I just so immersed in the game. Like,
Lewis
no,
literally
yeah,
became
I played-
Link. He became Link, and he's just like, I'm wearing green clothes right now, and I have my Master Sword, and I'm going to fuck everyone up.
Oh, that's the thing I was going to say. The only thing I really didn't like about the breaking weapons and stuff is that the Master Sword and the Master Shield or whatever
the Hiding Shield and
the
the
Hiding
Master
Shield
Sword.
broke.
Well, the Master Sword, it didn't break entirely. It lost durability,
Yeah,
and then I had to wait for it to recharge.
Yeah, I mean,
And
same
then the
difference.
shield, though, yes, the shield.
The
100%
same
breaks,
difference.
What is up, y'all? Welcome to the theden.podcast. My name is Dan, and this is the podcast.
Why?
We've already been talking for like half an hour. Like, it's just...
I know. So this man has 200 hours.
268 hours.
Is that really what it is? You just check on your phone?
No. I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's that amount.
I'm gonna
268.
check.
No, it was a lot closer to like 350.
350 hours? For your Rainbow Six Siege? That's a lot. That's crazy. I don't even think I put that many hours.
The game's
into
been out for
anything.
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Favorite
Which
game.
makes sense. Which makes sense. That's actually not too bad. That's like less than
I
100
just took out my
hours.
Switch.
Except for
I
Lewis.
just realized the game I have like 1,000 hours in.
What game?
Game mod, yeah, I knew it was that. I
I've
knew it
always
was that.
wanted to play Gary's mod.
It's fun.
I don't think I've ever had a good computer enough to play it though.
It's
It's
fun,
fun.
but it's terrible. Such
Yeah,
a
my Switch doesn't have
terrible
that.
game. I love it
It
though.
depends on the community. You fucking fool. It happens to me too.
But I can understand where you're coming from with Breath of the Wild because I used to be the same way with Assassin's Creed games.
Oh, I see.
So,
They're
like-
very similar.
Yeah, and like I would always do like all the side missions and like all those quests and all that shit. Like I would always do like I would complete the game 100% through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I did basically as
Yeah.
well.
But what Lewis did was different though, because he literally he didn't start progressing in the game at all until he explored everything, and that map is huge. Like if you ever seen the
Really?
Breath of the
Like
Wild
you
map,
didn't
it's
start the
huge.
stories or
So,
anything?
like okay. What I did basically was that
Basically.
I chose
You're gonna get Chipotle?
the path. Bro, moment.
Bro.
But anytime, I chose the path that was close to the goal, but then I basically walked away in that direction. So the entire map. So you have the map here, and I walked towards the village, and then I just started going all the way around, and then I finished in the middle with Hyrule Castle. So I finished exploring. I did the Divine Beasts when I got there.
Okay, so you went throughout while exploring, doing
Yes,
the
I did them. When I was there, I did it, and then I kept on going.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's just what most people I
Mhm.
imagine do.
2 things.
One.
I really wanted to on the music video, the subtitles. I really wanted to put his lisp on there. Like for every time he said a word with TH, I really just want to put it with an F. But I ended up not doing it
You should
because I feel like
have.
it was just gonna be very confusing to people.
I should have.
Yeah.
No, it would have been a character development.
Yeah, there you go. And 2, I really, I'll use Assassin's Creed as an example. So what I always did was I would just beat the main storyline all the way through, and then once I beat the main storyline, then I'll go back and do all the side quests and all that shit. But because it was so much easier because I already was max level.
Right, yeah. You already maxed everything, so
Yeah.
you just fucking finesse all these beasts, no big deal.
I didn't for Assassin's Creed. I didn't do all the side missions throughout the story, but I did I would do 1 or 2 main story missions, and then I'll do a couple side story missions, level up, get more money and stuff like that.
The closest game I've done to that is GTA.
Oh no, GTA I would never. Not once. I don't think I've ever completed a story mode for GTA.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
the GTA 5.
Oh, okay.
I was
Okay, that's different.
yeah,
Oh,
no, GTA 5. I got it originally on Xbox 360
Mm-hmm.
and finished story mode on Xbox 360,
Mm-hmm.
and then I upgraded to the 1
Mhm.
and got it for the 1, but never completed the story mode.
Because
on
you
the
already
1.
did. So it's
Yeah,
whatever.
So I'm like a quarter of the way, a little bit more through the story, and I don't even know where it is right now, honestly.
It doesn't even matter.
Like
That's
no,
not the
I
point.
want to play it,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
have no idea where the disc is, and I'm so upset.
Oh, the disc itself.
Yeah.
Oh, that blows.
And Assassin's Creed is it's notorious for having extremely stupid and pointless side missions.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, there's they have like a ton of side missions where you have to like follow somebody, and it's super annoying because you can't get too close and you can't get too far, and it has to be like and it's just like those missions fucking suck. Like they're so like they're so brain dead.
They do like they're basically pointless, but they're like assassin missions basically. Like go assassinate this guy, follow this guy, eavesdrop on him, this and that.
Yeah, they're just super annoying though, like annoying to do. And then also the there's like they have like specific side quests, like a side quest where you have to collect like let's say like 20 feathers, and so like if you find a feather, it starts like flying away from you. So you fucking have to like use like your parkour skill because you know like I saw like Savage Creed to like catch the feather, and this fucking mission sucks so much.
Oh really? It sounds like fun playing like doing like parkour shit. I remember there was this one game. I don't remember what the fuck it was called, but it was like for the iPad, whatever, back in high school. That you had to like it was a 2D, and they were just running in a horizontal distance to the right, and you had to like swipe up or down or to like slide on the stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that which was pretty cool. It was, like,
and they were like stick figures, like I'm pretty sure like.
I mean they were like silhouettes, so they weren't like super. They weren't exactly. It was just like basic. I thought it was pretty cool because like I mean anything to do with parkour I'm super into. It's like there's a YouTube channel called Storer. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Storer. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. STORROR. Storer. I don't know, it's weird. But they're from the UK and they just do a ton of parkour all over the place. Like they're on roofs all the fucking time. Or they literally went from one of those like I don't know what the like it's not. I don't know if it's telephone pole, but I think it's a telephone pole. We'll call it a telephone pole for now. And they literally went from one telephone pole to the other, like used like on the actual like wire. Like they had to like go like keep like crawling along the wire until they got to the end. It was way longer than they expected. It took like an hour, I think. And their clothes was all fucked up.
It's gonna make too much noise if I turn the laundry machine on.
Yes, you gotta wait. No laundry during the podcast.
At the theden.podcast. Don't forget to follow us at the theden.podcast, which is THEDEN dot as in period PODCAST.
Same
big boy hours.
Please.
Big boy hours.
Eventually, we have to. We have to talk about Texas, but that's like later in the future.
That's another podcast.
Not anytime soon, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what our strat is.
Our strat. That's right. But you were talking about how they're oh yeah, that's right. We were gonna comment on the telephone poles before we got interrupted. Thank you, Gia. But anyhow.
Yeah, I mean that shit was nuts. Like they literally like
how
they,
the
but at the end,
no, you don't get electrocuted unless
you touch the ground.
Grounding point.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So if you touch the ground, then you get electrocuted. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Like if you touch the ground and the wire at the same time.
Yes.
That's why birds don't get electrocuted.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I understand. Still a little strange, but I understand though.
That's an interesting concept. Electricity is just like
crazy.
Nikola Tesla.
He didn't make it though.
No, Luz, I'm pretty sure he made electricity.
No, he didn't make electricity.
Yeah, he did. Okay, never mind. I was confused.
It was Benjamin Franklin. He made electricity.
No, he didn't
like
make electricity.
God.
Benjamin Franklin like fucking piggy.
No, he made electricity. He put his key in the sky, knowing that they will charge particles, and then it lightens.
No, that's not true. All he did was prove that lightning had electricity. That's all he did.
Yeah.
So he made electricity happen. 100%.
No, okay, Lewis, here's what happened. Nikola Tesla, I don't know the details, but direct current is a form of transferring electricity from point A to point B. And he created alternate current, which is...
I'm paying attention.
Which is a different method of transferring electricity from point A to point B and C and D and F and whatever. And so he created alternate current, which is the electricity transfer method that we currently use nowadays. Yeah. So it's thanks to him that we have electrical sockets like that, I think.
Even though he didn't create that.
I think. I read his bio and I still don't fucking remember like everything.
I don't know what Lewis is getting at, but...
He stole everything.
No, Lewis, that was Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein worked at a patent office. I mean...
Wait, what?
No, sorry.
What are you talking
about?
What? Albert Einstein.
Thomas Edison
yes.
Worked at a patent office and all his ideas have been proven to be stolen.
Really?
Yes, all his inventions.
I remember reading about how like he was like he definitely stole a lot of like other people's stuff.
Patent office too, didn't he at the beginning? Pretty sure. Albert Einstein, I'm pretty sure he worked at a patent office also. I think that's why I got him confused. But
I mean, regardless, Albert Einstein was a genius. That's a difference.
Yeah.
Like he didn't steal.
I'm so glad he stole his brain. It's so genius.
We still need to find Walt Disney's brain.
No, his head actually.
No,
Right, yeah,
his
well,
whole
which
body
folds
is frozen.
I thought it was just a head.
Me too.
I'm pretty sure it's just a head.
Yeah, it would make
They
sense.
have-
they-
Why don't we call
body.
Disney and ask him?
I mean, they probably had the head in one location, the body
Yeah.
in another location.
That's right. Separate them. It's smart. Sorry, the body you can find easier than the head for
Yeah.
sure.
Hi, is this Disney? Yeah, no, I was just wondering really
You're
quickly,
gonna
like,
get shot, bro.
is it just
Yeah.
his head, or do you guys have like his
Why is
whole
there a
body?
sniper outside?
Or is it just his brain? Oh, it's just his head. Okay, thank you guys very much. Like, can I like see it?
What's the point of this?
I don't know. He should.
Why can I?
I'm waiting for him to pretend to get shot so we can add a shooting effect in afterwards.
No, we'll just clap. It just sounds like shooting
Just-
anyhow.
Nice.
Oh, that worked out.
So did you lose another finger?
Not yet.
Oh,
just
okay.
just a toe.
Eventually.
And my dignity.
Keck.
Pretty sure it was long gone when he dropped out.
Oof. Oh, more shots. I can't take it, guys. I can't. Yeah. So I mean, Nikola Tesla. That's done.
He was my homeboy though, one and only.
Self-driven
I knew he
cars,
didn't
that's
steal
done.
anything.
Well, I mean, you don't know that. Apparently, he was in love with pigeons.
That's all.
Who Nicholas has?
Well, pigeons
Yeah.
never got electricity.
Like-
Like they never get electrified by like telephone poles, even though they weren't there. Even though they were never there.
I mean,
They
at
never
those
electrified
times,
stuff.
they had what the fuck were they called? The Morse code.
Oh.
They had lines to transfer Morse code.
There's a giant conspiracy
I
theory
knew
that
you were
like
gonna say
Nikola Tesla was like killed by the FBI.
Yeah.
Yeah,
FBI, when
I
I was
would've doubt
CIA.
Everyone
because
was
the
killed by
CIA
the
was a
FBI.
thing back then.
No.
Everyone was killed by the FBI. Just happened.
The FBI is Illuminati.
Mm.
Illuminati confirmed.
Confirmed.
I'm so
Fuck.
sorry.
Oh yeah. So I mean, there was like this one pigeon that like.
You guys should just hold hands in the background without no discerning things, anything, just be doing it, see who notices.
Well,
We're
now that you said
ex-stepbrothers,
it.
you know, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
What?
We're ex-stepbrothers, so it's okay.
Yeah.
That
That is an actual thing.
Egg step
I know.
brothers.
I was gonna say. Even if that means that,
Hard-boiled
I
eggs.
used to be a good. No, you're my ex-stepmother. That's it.
That's
the
it.
story.
That's
That's
it.
it. That's it.
Oh my God.
I was gonna go somewhere, but then I forgot. So
You
now-
were talking about.
I mean, I wasn't gonna
pigeons.
talk about the pigeon, but I was
There
gonna
you
go
go.
somewhere after that.
Oh, you're talking about.
But it doesn't matter. But yeah, like a pigeon like flew into his hotel room or whatever the fuck. And I do remember what I was gonna go with that. And then
Crazy.
And then yeah, he just like romantically fell in love with this pigeon for whatever fucking reason. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I don't know much about the details of the story. A coworker of mine, shout out to Sarah, she told me this. I don't know, whatever. It's no big deal. But
I'm pretty
Fun
sure
fact.
I'm pretty sure the hotel room he died in is not like a museum. Like it's
I
like,
could
like
imagine.
his like the room specifically is like a museum like about his life.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, there are a lot of people's houses and stuff that are museums now.
A lot of people just like to take chunks of hotels and just take them out for museums. You know.
Yeah. They have
took a chunk of that room, and it's like the hotel can have like this is where the guy died.
You mean a chunk?
they have a museum in the building where JFK was shot at.
Like the
Oh,
museum that
oh.
Sniper was at.
Yeah.
Like there's like the building that he took the shot from. Like there's like they took the shot from like the building.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
With quotation marks.
Yeah.
There's 2 bullets.
Wait, but what do you mean? But he was shot, like
Yeah,
from,
no, he was
from a
shot.
building. Like you're saying it as if it didn't happen from a building. You did like what happened is.
It was like that building like where.
Oh, because you're saying it's a different building.
What?
No, you're saying it's like you're saying it as if like it didn't happen in that building.
Where the dude took the shot from.
Yeah.
But it's a different.
So
Where,
what-
where
where
he
the
took where he took the shot from.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be a
Which
different.
was like it's been proven like that it's like it was like an impossible shot.
Okay, there you go. That's what I was trying to go. Cause like I think you've told me about this, or like I've heard as well that like the shot was like the shot from that angle just that didn't add up to like where the bullet went into or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like the speed that he was traveling, that the car was traveling at, plus the angle that the guy must have like that the guy like got from the window, like it doesn't add up.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, like Jesse Ventura is like a super like well known, like he used to be a wrestler, now he's like a super well known conspiracy theorist. He had a show on TV for a couple of years. Now he's like living in like the middle of the Amazon rainforest because like he says the government's tracking him, but that's a different story.
That's pretty good.
He was also like he was a Navy SEAL and like a well renowned like marksman, and he tried making the shot like multiple times and not one single time was he able to hit it.
Really.
You know, that's interesting.
And you expect this guy that was like in the military for like a year, and then like
not doing
he was able to hit.
Are you saying he's in the Amazon rainforest right now?
Oh fuck.
Was no, I actually don't know if it's the Amazon rainforest, but it's somewhere. He's living in the middle. He's living in the middle of like
That's why they burned it
somewhere in
down.
South America. That's why they burned it down. I wanted you to get to it, Lewis, but you didn't say anything, so I thought you were done.
No. I was gonna say it's just that you were speaking. I didn't want to interrupt. But
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, no, it's definitely fucking interesting.
Some random country in South America. He's like living in like the woods over there because he says like the government was like tracking him for so long, like, and he just couldn't take it anymore. So he's like he just got off the grid.
That's so nuts.
And it's like, hey guys, it's me. I'm back in the United States. I was chill with the guys. They told me some stuff. Apparently, all my stuff was false. I don't know why. But hey, here's my YouTube channel. We're gonna be inspecting boats.
For barnacles.
That's about it.
What?
He's been brainwashed when he comes back.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Cool beans, Lewis. Test the boats for barnacles.
Yeah.
I once saw a boat fucking, you know the rocks like by South Beach?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that long strip of rocks all the way in
Like-
South Beach.
Like Black
South
Point.
Point.
Like
South Point.
Black Point.
South Point.
South Point.
Yes.
Is Black Point something else or is that another thing?
I don't even know what Black Point
Well,
is.
South Point. Yeah. I know.
I've heard of Black Bird.
It's a club.
Yeah, I was there the other night actually for the first time. It was pretty nice.
Oh, it's one of my go-tos.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with it heavy. It's actually pretty cool. It gets packed though.
Yeah, it does get packed. It gets super packed, but that's why I like it. Like it's a good vibe.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you
They
do
play
like
really
more
like their
people.
DJs are great. Like it's just I like it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like different areas like that you can be in.
Right,
it's
right,
not
right.
Just like a one giant building.
Exactly. You have like two sections where you can just like listen to different music. Anyway. Oh yeah, so like on those strip of rocks, I was like there, and there was a boat that literally crashed into the rocks.
Fuck.
I don't know if I told you guys about this. It was kind of crazy. I took pictures of it and everything. I wanted to get in it, but the person I was with warned me of barnacles, and I'm like, I don't even know what barnacles are, but like, yeah, I don't want to get barnacles. I don't know what the fuck that is.
yeah.
Barnacles are like the stuff that grow on the side of boats.
Right.
Well, they don't grow. They attach themselves to the side of the boats, and they're like super sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, so
It's like, have you ever seen like at a like on a pier, that they like on the like on the legs of the pier?
yeah,
They have
yeah.
like a lot of shit on them.
Okay,
like if you
okay.
try to climb up that, like you'd be fucked.
Yeah.
It will just cut you up. They're practically like knives.
So but it's not like poisonous or anything. It's just
No,
sharp.
it's just they're super sharp.
Okay, I thought there was like some kind of disease that you could like transfer into yourself or some shit.
No,
like
no,
that.
I imagine
What
there
the fuck?
probably.
I mean, there probably is. Like, I'm sure you'll get an infection,
Yeah, some shit like that.
but like a disease itself, I don't know. I'm not that I'm familiar
Scary.
with.
It's okay. Modern technology will heal it. Easy. Not like back then where you got cut, you died.
Yeah, we kind of live in a pretty dope age, low key. The fact that we like, we can get the flu and
Not
still be
dope
alive.
enough.
Not too bad.
Not dope enough. I mean, we got to live
Not enough
with
dope.
video games though.
Yeah.
We got the birth of
Birth.
video games.
Oh, you know what? You know what I learned the other day that I didn't know that
Me neither.
talking about that like era, like the Saturn's rings,
Yes.
like it's like not like a like they're not there like for eternity. Like it's like a brief period of time. Like if you would have gone back to like the dinosaurs age and you looked up with like a telescope at Saturn, you wouldn't have seen any rings.
How?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like eventually in the future, like it's not gonna have rings anymore. Like it was just like something that happened, and then like it's gonna like.
Do you
go
know
back.
why? Is that like
Well, it's like-
is
it's
there
like-
reason
Imagine
behind
gravity. I imagine it was the rings form. Imagine because two moons or asteroids or something collided, destroyed up, and they just got caught in the
They
gravitational.
got caught in like the orbit, and it just.
Yeah. And so I imagine the gravity's just slowly pulling them towards the planet.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It's
So is the ring just like not a physical thing? It's just. I mean, well, no.
No,
I was,
it's
I was
just
thinking it was
it's
like
just
light or
like
something.
a rapid
rocks.
spinning plate of rock and ice.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be able to like stand on the ring. Like you would have to like stand
Right.
on like the rock.
Okay, a
The
rock that's like
individual rocks.
orbiting. Yeah, that's orbiting the.
Yeah, because the rocks make up the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically you are standing on the ring. If you're standing on the rock,
No, but it's not like a physical.
Yeah, it's not
No,
like
no,
yeah,
of
it's not, you
course,
can't
of
like
course.
walk from
Yeah.
one end of the ring to the other, even though there's no ends because it's a circle.
Yeah.
You
There's
can
no
walk
corners.
from. I mean, end works, but not when you did this. Like if you want like. From like one end, like because there's like the outer part of the ring to
the
like,
outer
the inner part of
edge
the ring.
and inner-
I'm pissed. You can't just do that. That's
That'll
fucking
work.
illegal. Yeah, I guess. But I guess that is true, low key. Going from one end to the other, because there's no end on like the actual circular
Yeah,
thing. It's
it's
just
a
two ends.
circular.
Do you guys know about the sunspots? Do you know what those things are?
I've heard
Yeah.
of them.
Okay, because
On the sun?
yeah, on the sun it's called sunspots.
Got you.
Yeah. So okay,
I still don't understand what they mean.
Me neither.
But my astronomy teacher was talking about that, and he says basically the sunspots dictate how hot it is on Earth.
Earth.
So, if there
Are sunspots like the same thing as like solar flares or no?
No, so sunspots are like pockets of like intense electromagnetic disturbance on the sun's surface
Words.
that like basically like disrupts how much heat is being put out in that area.
yeah, so
And so
there's,
like it's literally like probably like a couple 100,000 degrees difference, but it's such it's so much the heat on the outside is so bright it makes it look like it's black. So yeah, that's what they are. But like
so if there's more
What's that make it
sunspots,
black?
the harder it
because
is.
it's
right?
because it's the inner ring, which is the disturbance, is less heat, so it's not emitting as much light.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So like the outside is it has so much light, it just makes it
that
look
makes
dark.
sense.
So if there's like more sunspots, it's like colder, right?
I guess, yeah. I guess like less energy is being transmitted out of
Yeah.
the sun.
So like
It's like-
because of that, like
It's-
my astronomy teacher said, that because there's less sunspots, that's why the Earth is so hot. But because everything's a cycle, the sun's gonna get more sunspots soon, and then the Earth's gonna go colder.
So what she's saying,
Or he, yeah.
it's what they are
They.
saying, what them is saying,
Exactly.
is that
Global
global warming is a myth.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
That's
I
what
got
they're
it.
talking about.
That's all I wanted to. Okay.
Yeah, no, I was
No.
gonna say that basically.
No.
I mean, I don't know if I believe it. He's a teacher. You can't.
Uh-huh.
Teachers never wrong. Come on, are you kidding me? So you know.
As,
Okay, but
as this first 2 years of my college career were in astrophysics. So like
At Neil deGrasse Tyson.
obviously they were my first 2 years, and obviously I didn't finish. But as far as I know, sunspots would not change like the heat of the Earth that much, and they're constantly being rotated. They're constantly moving, and I think I think it's with like the solar flares too, because it's all electromagnetism
Exactly.
disturbances.
I'm
That,
not-
like,
I'm not
they're
saying
all
I
like
believe them. I'm
they're
just
on a
saying it's
cycle
interesting.
too,
But
but I
it
think
makes-
it's like a very like 11-year cycle or something like
It makes
that.
sense.
Oh, that's
why
right,
not.
yeah,
If
11 years,
If
as
it's
you said,
11
Bob.
years, then that's like not enough. But I was
Yeah.
gonna say like it makes sense like if they are on a cycle because like I know we have experienced like a couple of ice ages, so maybe. But yeah, if it's 11-year cycle,
Yeah, no,
then
it's
the
not
math doesn't
like-
add up.
It's not like a super long cycle that's like there are not going to be any sunspots for like another 10 years, and then they're going to start coming. They're constantly coming in and out.
I find it strange that you said that if there's more sunspots, the Earth gets colder. Is that what you said?
That's what his astronomy teacher was saying.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I could have gotten that backwards as well, where more sunspots would have been hotter.
That's
and
what
then
makes
less
sense.
sunspots
Yeah, exactly.
would
That's why I
have
was
been
very
colder.
confused. I feel like that
I
would make more
forgot
sense.
that part
Well,
specifically.
more sunspots, like the whole sunspots is they're emitting less heat. So if there's more, they wouldn't be emitting less.
They're meeting. Let's see.
Wait.
Well, not electromagnetic spectrum. So, because the sun emits everything, so it's a little bit hard to.
Because I thought you said, okay, a sunspot is hotter than like the
Colder.
surrounding air. Oh.
It's an electrical magnetic disturbance that like doesn't emit as much light or heat, and so
Okay.
because the outside is is so luminous, it makes it look completely dark.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Everything just clicked in my mind. So what you said, if this is true, which I'm assuming it is, then you are correct in what you were saying. Well, you know,
that's
that
not.
I think. You know what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying?
I'll ask him about it. Like, I'll
Bring him on the podcast.
yeah, I'll bring him on the podcast. He's like he's not a native speaker as well, so
Oh, perfect.
yeah, so we
I can
have
translate for
diversity. But
Where do you
I
go
was
to school?
definitely
Do
I'm
you
definitely
know?
gonna ask him more about that because like I'm so
My
confused.
phone is vibrating. Somebody was calling me.
Where's your phone?
I'm like,
It sounded like it was on the table.
I heard
Yeah.
about it too.
it's over here.
Well,
It's-
think about it.
super
It's on his chair. His chair is connected to the ground. The ground is also connected to the
yeah,
table.
yeah.
And so it
So it's all
vibrated, and
vibrations.
the vibration just like went all the way
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
table.
yeah.
Vibrations.
I feel like
Sound goes best through solids.
I'm kind of curious. That's false. It obviously goes better through water.
I don't actually remember.
It's
one of
it
those two.
is faster through solids. Yeah,
I know
because
it
like
was a joke.
okay,
Okay.
You ever try talking underwater? You can't. Like it's like
True. I mean, you
That's
can't. You just can't talk. Like
no, there's a reason like you can't like play music underwater either. Like it's like not a thing.
Well, I guess.
Damn.
It's just a little, maybe the friction of the water makes it a
Crab,
little difficult.
Anyway,
crab
to
rave is alive.
I feel like
Alive.
Crab Wave was on the beach though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on a beach, but you know, I'm just on
Who?
water crabs.
What?
Like,
Yeah, I
yeah.
have no
Crab
idea.
Wave. Okay. Anyway, there was
Jesus.
a lot of crabs like they all got together on like this island and they had a rave. And then
Okay.
They're chilling.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead about
Sure.
what you're talking about. Talking about water.
I don't know.
It had nothing to do with that.
No, it had nothing to do with anything. But I feel like we all have like specific topics that we can speak from confidence of, and then everybody kind of like
Speculates.
as soon as Lewis said something about sunspots, I looked at Gabe because Gabe is like his astronomy guy here.
Yeah,
So like he can speak from confidence, so we just like. But like I'm curious like what everybody else's thing is. I feel like we definitely have it.
Yeah, everyone has a thing. I like talking about sleep, but that's just speculation. I mean, I haven't done research on it. I like cars, but like I don't know enough about cars to like actually
I
like.
don't think we've ever talked about cars.
Yeah.
I don't think we have.
No, we have not. I
But,
remember.
Lewis is probably like
Video game.
video game like
Jerry's
theory
mod.
stuff like that.
Cybersecurity.
Cherry's mod.
I could talk about code for a minute, not super long. I don't know a
I don't think we've ever talked
but
about
yeah,
code either.
yeah, but,
Yeah.
I think the brief time that we got into code was talking about like home automation, like that episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
That was pretty much it.
For you, it's guns, America, conspiracy theories, CarMax,
There you go.
also cars. There you go.
Facts.
The American flag, the symbolism of every color of the American flag. You definitely have that all.
every color.
Every color.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
nice.
definitely
You okay? Then?
conspiracy theories
Okay.
and just like America in
And
general.
what the best exhaust
America.
pipe to get for your car is
No, because that's like
subjective.
subjective. Yeah, depending on
And
what you want.
yeah, it depends on the car as well.
Wait, so we're just gonna. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We're on topics.
My question was too
about
tough
topics
though.
about topic, huh?
My question was too tough, like about like our specialized topics.
It's not that difficult. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You know, everyone has like that thing that they can just.
Yeah, but
talk
like
about
off the top
forever.
of my head, like I can't think of like.
Well, off the top of my
yours.
head, off the top of my head, I know like I have a few, but like I know there's more that I can talk about. I just forget that I can talk
Right.
about that shit.
Well, for me, politics would be another one.
Yeah, huge,
True.
huge, absolutely. I
True.
me that like I'm on the like completely opposite
Yeah,
spectrum.
probably,
Like I just listen.
Yeah, like criminal justice and criminology, like in general.
I do like to speculate though. Like whenever someone's talking about a topic, I'll like give what I think, but I can't speak from truth. Like I can't speak from confidence.
Yeah,
'cause I
my
don't
head's all sorts
fucking
of
know.
fucked up because I love politics, but at the same time I'm a huge conspiracy theorist. So I'm like, bro, if like voting really mattered, like they wouldn't let us do it. Like they wouldn't let the average person do it. So it's just like fuck, like I don't know, it's all over the place.
I mean,
mind's
don't
all
they
over
kind
the
of
place.
don't because we have the electoral college.
Yeah, but the electoral college is it's so important. Like people don't give it enough credit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's gonna be a huge spiel. I don't know if you want me to get into it, but I mean I can keep it short.
I feel like
It's short, you guys.
His
Let's-
short version is gonna be like 20
let's
minutes.
No,
take the
no,
short
no,
version.
no. The short version is literally, there's a theory in I guess political theory, political science, that your political views, they're very like societal based, so you get your political views either from your parents or your community or maybe even your state.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, like I personally believe that like if you're not a Democrat because like you live in like California, let's say. Sorry, other way around. So you don't live in California because you're a Democrat,
Right.
but you're a Democrat because you live in California because everybody around you is Democrat.
Right.
So with that being said, like if without the electoral college, like all you would have to do is just campaign in huge states
Mm-hmm.
because that's all you would really care about. Because let's California votes Democrat every single election.
Right.
So why would a Republican bother going to California to campaign?
Okay.
It wouldn't make any sense because California is going to vote Republican. I mean, vote Democrat because they always do. So then the same thing could be said about like you would just focus on like the big swing states, like you would focus on Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll focus on all the bigger states that wouldn't make a difference because, I mean that can make a difference
Because they're a little more volatile.
because they constantly change your views, and not only from that, like yeah, I don't want to get into it too much. I mean, I don't know. Did that make sense?
Like your point,
yeah.
your point, like it makes sense to an extent. Like because like I'm thinking, okay, like if I was Mitt Romney and I'm trying to run for president and I go to California, it kind of would be a waste of time because the Republican votes in California don't matter at all because they don't represent anything
Exactly.
because it's whoever wins. So you don't have like that majority vote. But I don't know. Like at the same time, like it's just kind of strange how like I don't know. I still don't fully grasp it because like the fact that like okay like you have like it's like almost as if like half of the votes in one state kind of don't matter at that point because after the fact because you have, let's say, Florida voted Democrat one year, right? They voted Democrat, and so all of those Republican votes are just like not accounted for because the Electoral College is like, okay, we have like, I don't know, 10 votes for Florida, so we're gonna all vote Democrat.
So it doesn't completely work like that because there's two, like the states are split.
Mm-hmm.
They're either a winner take all state, which
okay, I see.
If let's say that the majority of California votes Democrat,
Then
every
all
single of their
the
55 electoral votes
Mhm.
go to Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
But Florida, I don't think it's a winner take all state.
It's more representative.
Yeah, so pretty
Okay.
much if depending on how the votes are split, these many electorals would be to Democrats and these many would be to Republicans.
Got you.
That's interesting.
Okay. So at that point, why does the Electoral College still matter? Because if you still have a representative vote, like give like I don't know, it's just strange. Like it kind of boggles my mind a little bit.
Because going back to what I said before, that you vote Democrat because you live in California. If there was no Electoral College and it was just based on population every single time, Democrats would win the election every single time, because California holds the most, has the biggest population.
Okay.
So like that would be it. Like it would be over. Like there wouldn't be any more. Like the Democrats would win every single election because assuming every single person in California votes Democrat.
But they don't.
But it's it's like 70-30.
Okay, that's actually pretty big.
It's huge. It's huge.
I don't know. I still fail to see like how it solves it. Not because I'm refuting anything. I just don't fully understand it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Like the biggest argument is that because of the population, like we're just focused solely on California. Because of the sole population of California, California can single-handedly win an election for a candidate.
Mm-hmm.
And because people there vote Democrat, the Democrats will win every single election. So that's
Okay.
why it's not based solely on on the amount of votes you get.
But isn't that kind of like untrue? Because like even if California was the only one to vote Democrat and every other state voted Republican
Of
in a
course.
fucking hypothetical like theory, like would they Democrats wouldn't win at that point,
Obviously,
right?
but that's not what happens. Like there's a lot of other big states that
Mhm.
do the same thing. New
Mhm.
York always votes Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the Carolinas always, like there's some states that always vote the same thing, and same thing for Republicans. Texas always votes Republican.
Right.
So like,
One of the Carolinas.
yeah, I'm pretty sure doesn't South Carolina always vote Republican? I mean, those always vote Democrat.
They're both Republican.
I couldn't tell you.
Whatever. So it's just
There's definitely like Democratic population there.
yeah.
It's a good probably 55 to 45 Republican.
Yeah. And then also statistically. So I'll ask you this: statistically, where in a country, where does the most the largest population reside?
On the coast.
Exactly. And if you go down the coast of
Yes.
it's almost always Democrat. So it's like on the west side,
Mm-hmm.
it's Seattle, Washington, Democrat. California is by itself Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
On the east too, it's it's New York and
New
there's a
York,
couple states
mhm.
in that region always
Mhm.
Democrat,
Mm.
and they have the biggest population.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it would just be it would be over before it started.
So what you're saying, in essence, is that the Electoral College makes it a little more fair.
It makes it fairer. It makes it more fair for the smaller states.
Okay, because they have an actual because
So they're not overpowered by the big states.
right, because in population wise they are, but in the Electoral College, let's say a couple smaller states have 2, 3, 4, 5 votes. That counts for more than their population does compared to the actual population.
Exactly.
Okay. In that sense, I'm kind of getting it a little bit. Obviously, there's still more to unpack for me. I don't really don't fully understand. But okay, I get the point that you're making.
We're gonna have a whole conversation about it later, but it's just
I'm
I
sure.
didn't want to get too much
In
into
the
it.
next podcast.
Oh God.
Full politics.
Politics.
Oh my God.
Nah.
I I mean, we can go forever because he can go forever, and that's me asking questions the whole time. Like, okay, how the fuck does this? Like, I'm just trying to understand shit. So like, I'd be learning along you guys. So like, it'd be kind of like work out.
And also, it's just completely my view. Like, some people don't say that it's like,
right. A lot of people say that
it's
college is a piece of shit. Like, that's what I've heard a ton of. It was like not representative of whatever. Like, but like the points you're bring up are good points. I can't refute them because I don't know too much about like this whole like situation. But it makes sense to an extent. To an extent. But the real question is.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Do fish drink water? Yeah, this is a Gabe question. This is a question Gabe had earlier. This is a Gabe question had earlier.
What I have written now is do fish drink?
Yes. Oh, okay. So drink in general.
Yeah, just drink in general.
Right. I mean, they have gills.
What's the definition of drink?
Bro, moment.
Okay.
Are you looking it up?
I'm looking up the.
Wouldn't it be to consume a liquid and to excrete a liquid as well? I think that's my definition of
Bro,
drinking.
we have so much, like, just, I put definition of, and it's just all of the shit from the podcast. Definition of a fluid, definition of a sandwich, like, definition of a soup.
That's right. Is a cereal a soup?
I hate that one.
Okay, because I think about it. Okay, gills are like what they use to breathe, and obviously water has oxygen. So I don't know. I'm not a biology major, but if I had to like guess as to what the fuck gills do, they literally extrapolate the air from the water. They don't extrapolate to a weird word. They filter the air from the water and they breathe that air. Wait a second.
Okay, so
Do they have lungs? We need air to breathe, but do they need air to breathe? That's a whole nother question.
yes,
I actually
they
don't
do
even know.
need air to breathe. That's
Okay.
what the, like, that's what the gills do. Like, they
Okay.
filter out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so I'm
Okay,
right at
but
that point.
so the
Okay, there you go.
definition, like the verb definition of drink is to take a liquid into the mouth and swallow. So that being
Okay.
said, not from what I'd heard, I don't think they, like from what I know, I don't think they like actually like open their mouth and drink. Like, I don't know. Or,
Yeah, because I know I've seen like whales.
There's
or, like,
an
bigger
actual
animals.
answer to this.
They just open their mouth and they just like grab a ton of like the fish, like micro like thingies that are in the
Krill.
water, just like eat it. Yeah, shit like that. So they're
No,
not
that's
necessarily
krill.
drinking water. They're just like filtering out the little creatures from the
Lewis,
water.
do you have?
It's interesting. I don't know how
You
much
have
to
an
say.
idea?
No, I have no
I
idea.
don't like. I'm gonna say no.
I feel like for some reason the answer is gonna be yes, but based on the definition, I don't see how why it would be.
There can be multiple answers. There are multiple types of fish.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
Okay, that makes it
Different.
a lot different
It's very
because
different because we can't just talk about fish in general now.
I'm pretty sure there is some sort of fish that
Okay, less specific. Saltwater and freshwater.
Oh, sick. Okay, wait.
No, it doesn't make it any easier because there's some type of fish that are in fact air breathers.
Like dolphins.
Dolphin are fish.
Oh, that's right. They're mammals.
Yeah, they and I feel like if you breathe air, you're more inclined to drink water. Like, I don't know if there's a correlation, but
What the fuck did you just say, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
you
guess.
breathe
Like,
air, I feel like every other animal that breathes air like drinks water.
No, that makes sense.
do dolphins drink
so-
water?
Basis.
I'm pretty sure
of
Okay,
all-
so they both type of fish get the water and air and all that stuff. It's just how they do it. Do they drink or do they do it a different way?
Oh, so wait. You're
I don't
saying
know enough
fish.
about them.
So you're saying fish do consume water?
Yes. Because they consume water in order to get the air out of it.
Yes,
to
but okay,
use
but that's
water.
different. They're not consuming water. They're consuming the air that's in the water.
In order to fully explain, I need to give the answer.
My answer is no because the definition says take it in through the mouth and swallow, and they definitely don't swallow
But
because they don't drink the water.
I
Like,
suppose, but like that's the human definition of drinking. Or like, you know, a lot of other animals do, like the waters. I mean,
Are you sure
cats,
they don't
dogs,
swallow the water?
dogs don't swallow. Oh man, that's fuck. You just fucked us up.
nah, why would they?
I don't know, cause like I don't know the biology of a fish, but maybe their definition of drinking is just different than our definition of drinking. Cause us, like, we need to inhale, like we need to consume the water, then we need to swallow it, and then it's gonna go into our stomach and whatever the fuck. But fish, they use water to like inhale oxygen, but do they also drink the water? Is my question. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if they would need to. I feel like they would maybe need to, because of the fact that they live in water.
I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like they do because I don't feel like it's possible for a fish to eat without getting water like without drinking water.
Okay, that's a
So
that's a good
so
point. That's a very good
yes.
point actually, because I guess if you okay. What's
So,
up?
it's freshwater fish. No, because they're the inside they're basically like saltier, and so like he said it a couple moments ago. They absorb water through the gills, through their stomach, through the skin, through osmosis.
Right.
So like that's how they get their water.
But they absorb water, like they intake water other than just to get air.
Yeah, and like they have to pee it out then.
Okay, okay, there you
So,
go. See,
Like,
that
yeah,
answers
like
earlier,
they
you have to
absorb it
consume it
basically
and
throughout their
excrete
whole
it.
bodies. And
Okay.
then saltwater fish, they actually have to like drink it and consume it in order to get the air and stuff out of it.
I don't
So
like
they-
this answer. I feel like it's very vague on purpose because there's plenty of fish that like
I mean,
there's plenty of fish that are both saltwater and freshwater fish. Like they can survive in both conditions. So you're telling me like if a saltwater fish, you said it's a freshwater fish that does drink water and saltwater that doesn't, or is the other
for
one?
Other way around.
So you're telling me like if a saltwater fish goes into freshwater, they like know not to drink water, they still drink water, and like it does it have the same effect? Like I have so many questions. Like, and there's some fish that they literally like they have like they evolve. Like their bodies change, like salmon. Their bodies change. They're originally saltwater fish, and as they mature and they start going upstream, they become freshwater fish. So I'm assuming something inside them changes if that's the case. But I mean, I don't know. I don't have enough proof to back this.
well, I mean, it's literally like how they were explaining it. It's literally the salt content. So like when salt water, the fish there's more salt on the outside, so they actually have to drink it in order to get it. In fresh water, they have more salt content in their bodies, so they can absorb it to osmosis.
So, yeah, so I'm thinking, so what if a bull shark, which is the only shark that can survive in fresh and salt water, is living in salt water all their life, and then they go into fresh water, are they going to keep drinking the water?
Yeah.
Even though, like,
I have no clue.
Because they obviously process the water in a way that's like meant for them to consume salt water.
exactly. So then I feel like if they consume fresh water, it's gonna it's probably gonna hurt them.
Right. Like it won't have like the salt content necessary for them to actually like survive, at least for a long period of time.
This is a little bit clearer explanation. Because of the salt again, the water naturally gets absorbed through the gills.
Okay.
And
The salt, you said?
in fresh water.
In fresh water?
Because their bodies are saltier. And then in salt water, it's the opposite.
Nice, I'm going to talk Tuesday.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
So
What are
like
you
the water
talking-
flows out of their gills. So they have to actually drink it, and then it flows out. And salt. And,
Wait, what?
Okay. Yes. See, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then in fresh water,
And
it comes in, and then they just have to pee it out.
That makes sense, and I knew that, and I'm pissed that I didn't think of that. But yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, they saltwater fish in general, because there's some exceptions, but
Yeah.
in general they excrete water through their gills, and freshwater fish take them in through their gills.
Oh wow, that's something I never even fucking knew about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still don't consider that drinking. Like if a saltwater fish
Alright,
takes
so
it
here-
like takes it in like through their mouth and then excretes it through their gills, I don't think it's drinking because they're not really like they're not
It depends on what they do with the water, what's
quenching
inside.
like
Any thirst, yeah, or like anything like that. Like I see your point.
you're not peeing it out either. Like it's just
Alright,
it's just an extra.
so saltwater need to purposely drink water in order to survive, because they need water as well as we do, and so like they drink, and some water like when they swallow through their mouths, and then some water comes out their gills, or they drink some.
Okay.
Freshwater,
So there you go.
freshwater fish, they will like you said, when they go eat some, they'll absorb some, but they'll just take it out of their gills. They won't actually drink any, because all the water they need goes through osmosis.
So they don't drink water, but they consume it.
Freshwater.
Freshwater don't drink or consume water,
Okay.
because like they open up their mouth and like they just push all the water out through their gills. but the water is naturally being absorbed by their body through osmosis.
Right, but so they are consuming water when it's being.
Yeah, I don't
Not like
know- I don't
actually
know-
consuming,
I don't know
it's
what the
absorbing.
definition of consuming is.
Yeah, I see consuming as like you're like eating.
I suppose. Okay,
But
I
like,
suppose.
your thing makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
they-
like you're right. I just don't know if consuming would be the correct
Okay,
word.
like I
yeah,
see-
there's
you
probably
see
a
my
better
point.
word to describe.
Okay,
it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you see my point.
Yeah,
They're still intaking water.
yeah, they're still intaking water. It's just they're not drinking it.
Okay.
And saltwater fish have to drink in order to get water.
Okay, I guess that kind of settles it to an extent. I'm still
I
a
mean,
little
I-
dumbfounded. That's very interesting. Like I didn't know this much about fish. I literally just thought gills in general were just like to take in water. I didn't know there's a difference between
I
fresh
mean,
water
yeah,
and
like
saltwater
they're
fish
in
and
order
how
to
they
process
intake
the
it.
oxygen out of the water, but yeah, they work different ways. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like they probably like the fish that do transition back and forth between fresh and salt water. They probably like know which way they're absorbing the water and know what they have to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just naturally they don't think
Yeah.
about it. Obviously, like, I mean, not that I know of.
So like,
I don't know. That's tough.
because I mean, like, yeah, I feel like it's the whole evolution. Like they evolve in order to be able to do both.
Yeah, but I don't know how accurate like it would be. Like you're saying, like if a saltwater fish goes into freshwater, they're automatically like intaking through their gills,
Yeah.
like automatically.
Because of the salt content.
Yeah,
it
but-
happens through this because the salt content is
I'm just
higher.
curious if there's like a specific level, like of salt content, because like my issue is it's not like they're in freshwater and they get out of the water and they go into saltwater. It's like there's always pockets of like mixed.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
like what happens there? Like if they're just chilling in that, I don't know. I need to talk to a marine biologist.
For real.
Yeah. I imagine there's probably a little bit of both happening at that point.
Right.
Or there's like, or just drinking. Because drinking will get it accomplished. Because both fish excrete water through their gills.
Well,
Yeah, so like, yeah, it's that. So both fish take water in and excrete them through the gills, but like freshwater fish drink water or like don't have to drink water. They get it through osmosis. Saltwater fish have to drink water. I mean, technically, saltwater can go into freshwater easier. Because they can still like pretend to be drinking it.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
Freshwater probably couldn't go. Freshwater is probably going to go harder to transition to saltwater.
yeah.
Because they have to learn to like actually swallow the water.
Yeah, don't
Maybe it
think-
feels like a force field at that point. Like they feel like, oh my god, the water's different right now. I need to turn back.
Yeah, and then that's probably at some point what
Mhm.
like it is.
No, honestly, off the top of my head, I can't think of a fish that that goes from freshwater to saltwater.
Yeah.
But you mentioned the bull shark.
The bull shark, but they're naturally in saltwater and they can actually survive in freshwater. But that's
Oh, they're just able
Yeah,
to
I
survive.
feel it's
they're able to
most
survive
often
in
not.
freshwater.
It's most often not. It's originally they're saltwater fish and they go to freshwater.
Like salmon do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
For, I don't know if there's any.
There probably is one or two, but yeah.
Yeah, everything else that I'm thinking of, they're not like actual fish. They're either reptiles or mammals.
Like dolphins
Crocodiles.
or alligators.
No, mostly crocodiles.
Oh.
Alligators are freshwater, but crocodiles are saltwater, and they have been known to go upstream. Interesting.
I'm fucked right now. This whole little topic just mind boggled me. I really did. I didn't know much about this whole marine biology shit.
Alright, fuck it.
Well, GG.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys coming and hearing us out.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Once again,
I'm really pissed if you made it this far and didn't follow my instructions at the beginning
Yes.
to go pause this video, look at the music video,
Yeah,
and
honestly.
come back. But it's okay if you didn't, because if you didn't, you still have a chance to do so right now. Go ahead and click on our fucking little circle bio. It's like a little microphone that says the den. It's pretty easy. It's like right there. You click on that motherfucker. Fucking go to our homepage. Fucking look at that music video.
oh,
and then
also,
come back.
also on that video, on the music video, we got our first ever comment. So fuck
Oh,
you
that's
guys.
right. We fucking
finally
made it.
got a
It's about
comment.
time. It's about
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So
Also,
fuck everybody that watches the podcast and doesn't comment.
All you haters, I hate it.
Fuck you guys.
But also if you look up the theden.podcast, it's the first thing that pops up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro, no fucking
we
way!
made it.
Dude, that's like, what?
Because I was trying to find the channel last night and I just typed in the theden.podcast and like it was the music video.
In one like stretch, like no spaces?
Yeah, no spaces, just the
What?
theden.podcast.
Oh, yeah, it's right there.
What?
Yeah. So it's actually the music video, and then it's episode number 15,
Wow,
Yeah.
and then our
Oh,
channel
for me,
comes
it
up
shows
second.
up the playlist.
and then our channel is a second. Shows up a playlist.
Yeah, I see the playlist, the theden.podcast.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
because I have a playlist
lit.
for all the podcasts. too.
Yo, that's lit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Making it.
YouTube algorithm doing its thing, low key.
This is such bullshit. Why, like, bro?
Yeah, no.
The first one that comes up,
That's-
one video, 4 subscribers.
What
we have
the-
25 subscribers, 33 videos.
Get the fuck out.
So actually, real quick, so I think
report.
everybody go and report them.
I mean, it's probably because of how long they've been on YouTube for. Maybe like they've probably been on like they've had the channel for a year, and that's probably the only thing that differentiates it.
I gotta post a unicycle video.
Oh shit, true.
No, not yet. So this episode that we just recorded is episode 19. So the next one after that's 20. So we gotta do something good for the episode 20.
Karaoke.
Oh, we already said that.
We'll do the
Too late.
Nintendo bracket.
Nintendo bracket. Which Nintendo is the best?
No, it's which game is the best.
Yeah. Switch Smash is gonna win.
Smash, yeah.
Well, I mean, who knows?
Breath of the
Who
Wild
knows?
might win. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Assassin's
I mean,
Creed.
who knows? I don't know the bracket.
GTA.
Assassin's Creed.
GTA might win.
Easy.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do for the next.
Oh, you
episode.
remember Super Mario Run on the iPhone or
That's
on the
what's gonna win.
That's the winner.
We should probably.
So
call
thank you
it.
guys very much
Yeah.
for visiting us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate your patronage.
Well, they're visiting our
Follow
page.
us on patreon.com/the
One day.
podcast. JK.
Hopefully one
One day
day.
we'll get there. Hopefully, it's gonna be a bitch to figure out how we're gonna split the money.
Oh no.
You can say it.
I did, but
Yeah,
it
you
was
did.
very low. You might hear it. You might have to like.
Alright, well, in case you didn't hear it, thank you.